grafting tape. You can use rubber bands, grafting tape. Since this is not holding the way I want to do it again with grafting tape to close it off. Now I don't need sphagnum moss on it.
Oh, okay.
Because that's pretty much sealed it up. See?
Okay. I thought the sphagnum moss kept it moist.
It does.
Okay, but the tape won't.
The tape will keep the moisture in there.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do now is just use this that was left from last year. Use that to keep it moist. See, these I did, I was doing it for aesthetic view along with getting it to take.
Which is why this one, since you're just concerned about it taking, you made the cut much higher, which you wouldn't if you were focusing on the aesthetics.
Yeah. This is, they do this in the trade higher to give them space to work with. Okay, that's one. I hope that will hold out. I'm not at all pleased with the way it turned out.
Okay. And these scion, you just cut off the parent tree earlier tonight, right?
Yeah, just before we came down. Whoa, yeah. This bad boy took. See?
Okay, how can you tell that it took?
You see that?
Hold on. Okay, yeah.
That took. It's Ishi. So we don't have that anymore.
But the scion on this one
is Ishi.
And it looks like right here.
It's beginning to grow.
Right there, okay.
So just set that back around. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and Ishi is what type of pine?
It's a corkbark that I got from a friend up in Connecticut. He's now deceased. So that's a pleasant surprise.
This is another black pine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll let you do this one. Give me the other tree. Now this one. Okay.
Now that scion has a candle. I thought last year we took some of the needles off.
Yeah. Like this one. Well, these we don't want. Those are the cones when they're young.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay.
They would grow and develop this year. That's one that's on the tree.
Okay.
Okay. This is a possible disease here called scale.
Okay.
So I don't want to use that.
Okay. And that's, okay. All right, I see what you're talking about. Looks like a break in the needle.
Right.
Yeah, it does look like scale, actually, when you look at it up close.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this one will go in trash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does that mean you're going to need to spray the tabletop?
Yeah, I will probably spray anyway for disease and insects and what have you. Notice how I'm making the cut more into the hardwood now.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason for that is so that when I put this on, there's something there to hold it more. Okay?
Okay.
See, now there's the cambium on either side. So I'm going to try to line it up on one side or the other.
Okay.
Okay, this one is a nice fit. Hopefully we're successful this year.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But that one really surprised me.
So you're going to end up getting a cork park. At what point will you cut the rootstock plant off?
Next year.
So you let it grow for 2 years.
2 to 3. It all depends on how much top growth I get.
Top growth being growth from the scion.
Yeah.
Okay.
How strong is that? Sometimes it takes 3 years before it looks like it's strong enough to grow on its own.
Now when you wrap it, you go from bottom up or top down?
You can do either way, whichever is easier for you.
Okay.
I just find it from the bottom up.
Okay.
That's when I taught myself to do it. That's how I did it. So I've always found, and plus the way I make the cuts, if yeah.
And the grafting tape, you go from bottom up also?
Well, this is 1 inch wide, so once I got it kind of locked into place, the grafting tape I'm using more to seal than to hold into place. I use the rubber band for that.
Okay.
Weirdo. A little bit more. Alrighty. You ready to give it a try?
Sure.